This video is made for adult collectors because he doesn't want to talk to anybody today. I'm not doing the accent. That would be horrible.
I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me. But let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff.
So I was cautiously optimistic about this because Unique Toys is known for making some great looking robot modes that have the worst transformations known to man, unless Toy World is brought into the equation. And the last couple of releases they've had that I've picked up have been great lookers but not fun otherwise. So imagine my surprise when I get this in and it's pretty straightforward to transform. They've rounded and flattened most of the corners and it looks good in both modes, all for $100. Sign me up. Yeah, this is only $100. Actually, it's $3 less if you get it off TF Safari. Sponsor time. This video is brought to you by TF Safari. They have a wide range of third-party and knockoff things. They have this guy for $100, and if you use code THATTOYGUYSPECIAL 3% off, yeah, I know, you save a little bit, which brings it down to like 97, which, you know, under 100 always helps. They also have a couple of older figures back in stock, and ooh, that's kind of tempting. I might actually pick those up. But yes, thank you very much for sponsoring today's video. Now back to the actual toy. So I'm gonna start in car mode because that's how it's packaged, and I have to say, the likeness to the 458 is pretty damn good, but also bad. Okay, TLDR, Ferrari has a stick up their ass. They'll sue anyone for modifying the car you've bought, and they only usually let one person own the toy license at the time, as far as I know. So an unlicensed company making an unlicensed Ferrari is insane. Unique Toys is out here just trying to get killed. Jokes aside, I don't think Ferrari's ever going to find out or care about this. But then again, that stick is so far up there. Anyways, the 458's a good looking Ferrari, and this is a good representation of the 458 Italia. The cherry red and the lack of egregious panel lines is so nice to see. The back is a bit messy. I forgot to transform a bit, but it's not the worst panel lines I've ever seen. They also painted up the calipers and stuff on the brakes and things, though they're facing the wrong way, but like, who cares? The mirrors are packed separately and are a pain in the ass to get in because they're painted, but once you do get them in, they are not coming out. I love the dark tinted windows. It means you can't really see the robot folded up there. It's just a nice car. It's a nice toy car. Now let's make it a toy robot. This is the most pro way to do this because while I'm currently about to do the transformation for this dude, I'm waiting for that. Anyways, like I said, this isn't difficult. I forgot to fold this up apparently when I transformed it last night to prep for this video. So there's supposed to be windshield here. It's folded down, and that's why this is not lining up properly. That's completely my fault. This side's lined up fine, but it's not hard. It's so nice because it's not hard. I love flipping this thing back and forth. So to start with, what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna open the doors first. Now this is probably the most difficult part, is getting the doors open because they tab in right here. So you gotta it's a pretty thick piece of clear plastic, like that's very thick, but still just be careful with it. But yeah, once you get the doors open, we're gonna come back here, we're gonna fold these sections down like that, and then bring the back section up and then rotate it till it faces this way. Do that on both sides. And that's basically the back end done. Now you want to come to the wheels at the front and unpeg them, like so, and bring this whole assembly up. Now we're gonna do the legs first because that way we can get him standing up. So to start with, we're going to bring this forward like that, bring that down, fold this up and out. That's gonna form the foot, and then bring it back down, but leave this sticking out. And that's a foot. I love the order of operations. It's so nice. Like, that's so easy. That's so easy. And then to do the rest of the leg, you want to bring the wheel out and fold it in while you're bringing it out, and then push it up. Bring this section up about halfway. Bend the knee down at the top. Bring this down. Fold this section out. Fold that in. Close it up and close all that up. And there you have, we'll leave a little bit of a gap. There you have a leg. See how easy that is? It's so nice how fluid everything feels in this transformation. It's so uncomplicated and refreshing. Look, there we go. Legs done. Legs done in the span of like a minute. Now he's standing. Now the upper body, this part's a little bit weird at first, like the order of operations of where everything is supposed to go, because it's sort of, all these panels sort of compress into the torso like MPM Bumblebee, but just in a very different way. So to start with, you're going to want to take these and push them in. Push them in. There we go, like so. Then we're going to bring these front sections here and bring them out. And this will unpeg from the arms, like that. Now you want to take the windshield, it will detach itself, bring it down, flip these up like so. There are these little panels right here that are going to fold in. So you fold those in, that allows the windshield to collapse all the way. And then you can take this entire assembly and bring it down. And this will fold in, this will fold up. You get it all situated correctly. You got to make sure everything is lined up first. Like I said, the order of operations is a little difficult and sometimes I forget it, but you bring this all around that. Now these little sections that you pushed in previously are going to peg into the torso and hold the entire thing together. And they're pretty secure tabs. I like that. And that's the whole thing cleaned up. Just you fold it over, clip it in. Now we do the arms. The arms are easy. You just, we'll get the doors out of the way. You just split them and bring them down like that, and then rotate them around, fold this section in like so, bring them forward. We'll fold the head up as well, bring them forward like that. Then we are going to rotate the fists around, and that's it. He's done. Oh wait, take these collar pieces and fold them all the way back. Now he's done. That's so easy. That's so easy and so nice. If Unique Toys can continue to do their transformations like this, yes, please. That's such a nice oh, I forgot a step actually. You pull this out, bring this up, these fold down, there we go. And then the butt flap will peg into place. I forgot that step. Now it's finished. Still easy though. Still very, very easy to do. It's actually nicer to do than the Studio Series, to be completely honest, because there's more room to work with. Whereas on the SS one, it just doesn't have that because it's so small. That is a transformation I keep doing back and forth because it's actually fun to do. And honestly, it blew me away that they're able to get this fairly consistent transformation from a 458 to this pretty accurate robot. It is a bit chunky in the midsection though, and the hips are a little too wide. I know Dino's a bit wider down there, but like, due to the way the joints work on this toy, it looks a tad bit too wide. But everything else about it is great. I love the details, the sleek nature of the panels on the legs, and how the front of the thighs is formed by a series of satisfying folds to achieve the metal bending effect. The torso is all fake, but it works pretty well, better than the way Alien Attack tried to do it on theirs years ago. I hate that toy. The arms look pretty good, though the hands, I wish they used a slightly darker gray plastic for the hands, as they weren't this light gray in the film. The back is pretty clean, though it does that detailing thing I don't really like, where there's like flat details looking like a little bit of a KO thing going on the back. It's not bad, it's just something that looks a little off to me. Due to the rubber tires being at the bottom of his feet though, he doesn't slide around. He isn't heavy, so he doesn't need rubber feet, but that extra bit of security is nice there. He does come with his two blades that you can plug into his arms, though I wish they could extend, but they still look nice. I love the detail on them. And he has his claws, and the wires were a tad annoying out of the box. In the attachment points, they wouldn't stay, so I had to glue them in, otherwise they would just mindlessly spin around. The claws at the front still spin and are more secure, so that works for me, but these look awesome. I love how much range and length they gave to the bendy wire. Now, if only there was any sort of hatchet toy to go with this, that would be perfect. I am curious though to see how long the jacket around the wire will hold up over time, but again, only time will tell. Now, Dino's articulation is quite plentiful, but there is a little bit of limitation in like the thighs. So the head can rotate left and right. It can look up and down. It's on a double hinge, but there's no tilt, unfortunately. Shoulders, they can do a full 360. They can go out that far, and they can go out even further. And there's also butterfly joints. This one was a little loose out of the box, but I've since fixed that. You do have a bicep rotation. You have double jointed elbows, which is very nice. Wrists can swivel and can hinge. You have a thumb that's on a ball joint. And then the fingers are all together. There's like one pin shot through the base and through the first knuckle. So you can do that. He does have a waist joint. No ab crunch though, which I'm kind of a little disappointed about because it's Dino, but it is what it is. Hips can go forward, they can go back, they can go out about like that far. It's a bit strange because of how all these panels work, but you can sort of move them out of the way to get the leg to move. He does have a thigh swivel. When you bring the leg up though, rotating it this way, it kind of stops there. You do have double jointed knees, which is very nice, and this piece of armor moves, which I dig. And the ankles can go down, they can go up, they can swivel, and they can pivot. And you have a toe bend. So very, very posable dude, for sure. And then you get these bendy wires into play, and my God, you've got like it's very nice. So yes, I 100% recommend this. I had my little weird issues out of the box that I fixed, and some other little nitpicks, like the knee was really loose and the screw in the shoulder was cross-threaded, but I fixed all that. And everything negative that I have here is just nitpicks. Everything about it is still pretty good overall. It's a nice change of pace from the train bots I've gotten recently. And oh, dude, don't you worry. I've got something planned for that. We'll talk about that later. But I highly recommend a Unique Toys Dino. It's interesting, fun, and intuitive, and not that sharp. And it's just a nice thing to behold. But that has been my look at Unique Toys Dino. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.